UFC Vancouver, consider the house protected once again. Mr. Proper Mike Malott. First of all, congratulations, brother. Congratulations. Let's talk about this, right? Because it was a little bit of a weird one, and Kevin Holland's already gone on social media, and he said no doubt about it, we suck. What do you think? What is your reaction to that?
What does that mean?
Like, he's talking about himself. Like, he said, no doubt about it, we suck, as in no doubt about it, I suck, after that performance.
He's one of the best fighters in the world, man. He's had so much success at middleweight and welterweight. Like, of course, you lose a fight sometimes, you get down on yourself, and especially age of social media, people are quick to tell you that you suck and this and that. But, I mean, he's one of the best fighters in the world, and so am I, man. I'm one of the baddest dudes in the division. Like, I couldn't finish him. I almost had him with that strangle at the end. I probably should have just taken my time and just cinched it just 5% more because, man, I really almost had that. But, like, come on, man, no shame in losing to me, man. I'm good at this shit.
But the first round, right, it looked like it was shaping up to be an absolute banger of a fight, right? There was some back and forth there, and then I think he caught a kick. And he caught you, I think it was with a right hand, dropped you, and then there was a grappling exchange where there was a couple reversals, and then, unfortunately, there was the one nut shot, and then there was the one that everybody's talking about, right? So, have you watched the replay yet? And if you haven't, what was your initial thoughts?
Well, I saw it in the octagon. Dude, I don't mean if. I hit him a little bit in the groin, but I think it was my shin that hit him in the groin. My knee hit him in the hip. I was like, dude, I hit you right here. But I get it. I brushed him, and I'd already kicked him in the groin once. I don't remember exactly how that happened. Maybe I push kicked him I think I threw a side kick or something while he threw I don't know. We both threw kicks, man. You opening your groin up at me, stuff happens when you're throwing kicks, right? They're both accidents. The dude's hips are up here. I was trying to knee him in the groin or knee him in the stomach, and ended up hitting him in the groin. But, yeah, it's unfortunate, a weird one. But, again, that's something you never experience until you experience it, right? So just for, future reference, we've added that to the checklist.
Why did you not kind of go for broke at the end of the round there, the very first round? Because obviously they timed in after the groin strike, and everybody was talking about on X, they're like, man, Proper Mike is being too much of a gentleman right now.
No, I thought he was playing possum. I thought he was trying to goad me into something.
Because we saw it in the second round, but you still thought he was trying to do it at the end of the first there.
What in the second?
He would at the start of the second, he was kind of grabbing his groin still a little bit, but you thought he was doing the exact same thing at the end of the first round.
At the end of the first, I heard as soon as we started, I heard my coach. He's like, "Hey, take your time. Don't play into it." I thought he was like, "Oh man, I'm really hurt." I'm like, and just all right, when this kid walks in, I'm gonna deck him. I'm like, all right, still set it up. Take your time. Don't do anything stupid. Don't try and put him away right now. Take your time. If we're gonna get the finish, it'll come to you. I'm confident in my preparation. Let's just get back to what we were doing, right?
So where do you think, because it was a strange fight. Obviously nobody wants to end a fight with something like that happening, right?
Yeah.
But regardless, top 15 after this,
yeah,
right?
For sure.
Top 15. So you get the W. Where do you think you're going to rank as far as your next opponent in the top 15?
I mean, I've got to be ranked top 15 now, right after that win. I'd assume I'm top 15. I don't know. To be honest, I know kind of generally where guys are, but I don't even know who's in the next few spots. I'm just so focused on this fight. I'm I can't look ahead past one. I'm look, I'm not making that mistake again of looking past somebody and be like, okay, once I'm ranked, I'm doing this and that. It's no, man, we're fighting Kevin Holland tonight. One of the most dangerous guys in the division, a chaotic guy, a vet. He's knocked a bunch of guys out. He's submitted a bunch of guys. And some of the baddest dudes on the planet, he's beaten, right? And so I'm I'm not going to go out here and look past him. So right now, I just want to, I want to celebrate. I want to relax. I want to get a happy dad, and I want to hang out.
And I mean, shout out to your brother too, right? We saw him walking into the arena tonight wearing the Proper Mike shirt right before the Kings game.
Yeah, that's sick, man. That's actually what I want to do next. I'm going to a Kings game. I've never seen him play in the NHL live, so that's the first purchase I'm making with the paycheck.
Now, another thing I wanted to ask about this fight, right? Because we've seen, I don't know if you saw in the back earlier, there was a lot of weird things going on, in Kyle Prepelik's fight. It got stopped with 3 seconds left, but then it was continued and it went.
Kyle Nelson's.
Sorry, yes, yeah. Kyle Nelson. And then Kyle Prepelik there was a couple of groin strikes, and a point was actually taken away in his fight from Drew Dober. I think it was in the 3rd round. So had you paid attention to anything that was going on with the refereeing tonight, or were you unaware of the whole thing?
No, so we walked in when the Prep-Lec fight was just over, and like Jazz's coaches were like, yeah, something weird happened, and I didn't really know what happened. And then I saw Kyle Nelson's fight, and yeah, he finished the fight. There was 3 seconds left, and he knocked him out. It looked like Frevola was out, man. Good on Frevola for being able to come fight the rest of the fight. But yeah, that was a tough one. Weird night overall, but just glad I got the win, man.
Yeah, so that didn't cross your mind at all, because Big Dan was the one who was in there with the Kyle Nelson fight, and he was in there refereeing your fight.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming it didn't even cross your mind that nothing crazy was going to happen in there.
The only thing that crossed my mind was they cheered for me when I got announced. They mostly cheered for Kevin Holland when they got announced, and then they're like, "And your referee's Big Dan," and they just boo him like crazy. I'm like, "Ah, man, Big Dan's a good guy, man. Leave him alone." Like, that sucks, because Kyle Nelson should have gotten a knockout and a finish, and maybe a bonus. Like, that might have cost him big time, but yeah, leave Big Dan alone.
Leave Big Dan alone, he says. Listen, proper Mike Malott, the house is protected. Do we want to go to the States next, or are we going to stay in Canada next year? Like, what are we looking at? I know you don't like to look too far ahead. I know you want to have a cold one after this. But I got to know, are we going to see you back in Canada, or are we going to see you probably in the States?
I mean, I'm hearing rumors of a Canadian card early next year. That sounds perfect to me. I love fighting in Canada, man. There's nothing like walking out to 20,000 screaming Canadian fans and just getting to put on in my home country and carry this flag out and just be covered in blood afterwards and just feeling alive,
Yeah, good old-fashioned Donnybrook for the kid, you know what I mean? Shawnee Mack with Full Send MMA. That's proper Mike Malott. The house is protected. Congratulations, brother, as always.